friends, it's Whitney, your host with Nino's Embroidery. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. This video has been long in the process, not because I didn't want to do it, but because I didn't have any orders for baby beanie hats for a long time. So we are due, look at this, woo, 25 weeks now. We are due in just a few more weeks, and well, I say a few, 15 weeks. And I wanted to make some beanie hats for my daughter that's coming in October. So this is a two-part series on how to embroider on beanies, and in the first video here, which is this one, I'm going to show you how to do this cute little hat right here. The picture is going to pop up here, and this is using a fast frame. Now, a lot of you guys wanted to know how to use fast frames to embroider on the baby beanies, and this one is, it doesn't go all the way through the fabric, so it's not going to irritate the baby's head. Okay, that one is super easy. I show you all about how to measure inside your fast frame, how to plug it in. That in itself is a little mini series on the PE design software and fast frames, and then this one I show you how to embroider on the hat. So if you want to know how to embroider on a beanie using a fast frame, keep on watching. So the first thing you're obviously going to need for your fast frames are your sticky back stabilizer. And if you wanted to, you can even use your Solvay stabilizer for the top to keep the stitches from sinking down into the knit fabric. And I like to do that too because, one, it gives it a really nice, bold appearance. I'm actually going to be using black on her hat because I want Michaela's hat to go with a lot more things than just one or two colors. So I have already pre-installed the black bobbin on my machine. Okay, and then I just take a pin and around it and cut all the way down because I can actually patch this. So I'm going to save this part for later. Flip it over to the back side. Now, which side is the back side? Because they both have tape on it, or my sticky back stabilizer. Well, the back is going to be, if you put it on its side, let me zoom in for you. If you put the fast frame on the side, which side has the beveled edge? Okay, so this is where my machine is going to sit. And it's going to sit on my machine just like this. So if that's the machine, this is my fast frame, it's going to be like this. Now if it's up top like this, you'll probably have what we call a raised fast frame, and it won't actually hit in your plate, your bobbin plate, and it's not going to give you a really good clean embroidery design. So make sure that you get it on the right side. So I'm going to flip it over to the back that has the beveled edge. Take my stabilizer here. Whoop. Got stuck to my desk. Okay, I press. And I give it a really good solid press when I use my fast frames. And I make sure that it's really tight. Whoop, look, I even tore my paper. Pulled so hard. Anyway, okay, so there we go. Now, I'm going to get my little hat ready. You can eyeball it, you can measure it to see where the center is. I prefer to measure. So I'm going to go from one seam to the other on the cap. And typically baby beanies, they have the seam, they go on the side of the baby's head. So it kind of hides the seams in a way where it's not right there in front, and it kind of bubbles up on the baby's head. Okay, so I'm gonna have it just like this, lay it out flat, go from one side to the other, and you may have to wrap around a little bit like I am, but don't pull. Okay, 7.5 inches or 190 millimeters. What I do, and the beauty of a measuring tape is you can fold it right in half. Cheater's method, right? Nah, I call it thinking. And then I put the tab back on the seam, and that is where my center is going to be. Now, going back to my positioners, okay, my snowman positioners, I'm going to grab one. The center of this bottom snowman circle, that is where the little innovative eye is going to put the center in. So you can tell because it has the quadrants and the Y and X axis go right through that little dot. That is because that is the very center. And the top dot, I really can't tell you what it is. Just to make, I guess it's to help you know which way the top is, because the top dot is the top of whatever project you're working on. So I stick it right in there, and then I use the center line, the dark line on my, I use the dark line on my measuring tape to help me figure out where I kind of want to put that center dot. And I don't push down, because if I apply pressure to it, it will be really difficult for me to pull off of my image here, or my image. Sorry, I got a lot, thinking of a lot of my beanie. So now I'm gonna grab my fast frame, and you can put the center Y and X axis on here. I'm not going to, because I know that I want it in the center, so I'm just gonna use my grid here to kind of eyeball the center. And I say eyeball, I mean look how far up I am. And I'm going to lay this down just like so. Now I have this little bubble here in the band, so I'm going to pull that bubble down as best as I can, or even pull it up, kind of like massage it around, and now look, that bubble's gone. Okay, so just take your time, work it. And the reason why the name I put the sticker on here first is because I always flip the band, and once it's on my machine or my fast frame, I kind of forget what the right direction is for it. So this is ready to go. If you want to put pins on this, you can. I find it's not necessary since it's such a small design, but that is up to you. All right, let's get this on the machine, and I'm going to show you the finished product when it's done. All right, my friends, here is what the finished beanie hat looks like, just now fresh coming off the embroidery machine. I did use a water-soluble stabilizer to keep the stitches from sinking down into the knit fabric. And there's a little bit left that I can see, but a little bit of water or even washing the hat will take care of that. So I just peel it from the back. Okay, so to finish this up, I would put a cloud cover underneath it. If it were like directly onto the baby's skin like this, but since this one folds up, I don't find it necessary to put anything on the rest of the beanie. So there it is, Michaela. It's so cute. I can't wait to put it on my daughter's head when she gets here. I still have a little ways left. I still have till October, so. Alright guys, that is how you embroider a beanie using your fast frames, and super easy, right? So I know that you guys can do this. I'm gonna whip these out in no time. So stay tuned and be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, because I am going to do another tutorial on how to embroider on a beanie using a hoop that goes into my 10 needle machine. So, alright guys, I love you all, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye! Alright guys, what did you think of this cute little tutorial on putting a name on a beanie hat for a baby? We're so excited to have Michaela come in October, and she's going to look really cute in this hat. I'll be sure to post pictures on Facebook on my group page, so be sure to go over there and click that join button, whatever it is now, and so you can see what she's going to look like when she comes in October.